Welcome back to another episode of Liner Notes, where I check out songs on vinyl with you guys right here on YouTube. This is going to be a first-time reaction, and it's brought to you by our friends at Dumb Audio. They actually supplied this turntable and awesome sound system. I'm going to link them in the description if you want to check them out. But let's get this reaction started. Now, with this new series, Liner Notes, I like to go ahead and focus on the physical copies of music. Like, when have you gotten a physical copy lately? When have you bought a record, a cassette, a CD? And I don't know, there's something about unwrapping these. You know, it's just like unwrapping a present. And back in the day, I felt like they really spent a lot of time on the artwork and the thought process of what is in here. Now, I've never opened this record. I've never seen this record. And I've never heard the album, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. So today I'm going to check it out. And I've gotten so many requests. And this is after I did a full album reaction to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I really did have an experience. If you guys want to check that out on the channel, you can see that for yourself. So this is going to be special. Now, I might have got ahead of myself. I've heard the song Wish You Were Here. I did a reaction to that on this channel, but I want to listen to it on vinyl right now with you guys and just kind of get the vinyl experience. We're going to open this up. We're going to read the credits, check out the art, all of that stuff together right here and right now. So if you're ready for that, like, share, comment, subscribe. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get this show on the road. Now, there's nothing to do but get it started here. I'm going to go ahead and just open this up. All right, so we got the plastic here. We're going to just pop off. Y'all can hear that. And we're going to get this thing out of its packaging. Now, for any of you guys who, grew up with Pink Floyd and all that good stuff, you guys might have been able to get the originals. You know, these are like, I forget what it's called, reproduced or whatever. But this is as close as it's going to get for me. So please enjoy this time with me. Now, I think this is already a little interesting because I just did a reaction to The Doors' LA Woman. And their packaging was, I don't know if you want to say more traditional style. Like, this feels like it's almost in like a trash bag type of thing. Like this whole black thing with the sticker. It's almost like we're hiding something. I don't know. I'm starting to learn a lot about Pink Floyd, the artwork. And even though this is, I don't know, I almost feel like there's something being said here, even though it's just black, right? We just have the sticker. I don't know. I'm trying to convey, I guess, the concept of don't judge a book by its cover, right? Like, if I just got this, they're like, yo, check out the new Pink Floyd album. And I just got this. I'm like, okay, don't judge a book by its cover. I think that's what kind of pops in my mind. But let's get this thing opened up. Here we go. It's almost like opening it twice. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so we have this. Wish You Were Here. Oh, it's falling out a little bit. Ah, so this is an iconic picture that I see floating around. When I did a reaction on here on YouTube to Wish You Were Here, this is the picture I saw. But there's something different about holding it and seeing it. Like, it's so vivid. It's so vivid and real. And also looking at the picture, it looks like two businessmen in between like Hollywood studios or something. Like, doesn't that look like where they do sets or something? And they look like businessmen. And I don't know why, like in my other reaction, like this MFer's on fire and it's pretty obvious. It's almost like he's getting burnt by this guy inadvertently. Like, you know, you shake a hand, do the deal. Like, that's, holy shit. I try not to cuss on here, but the other thing that's kind of freaking me out is when you look in close. See, I can see this because I have the picture in my hand. There's like this liquid stuff. I don't know what to say, but basically, if people who work in pyrotechnics, this is a real picture. They lit this MFer on fire. See, nowadays, I don't think they're lighting people on fire. I think they're using effects, CGI, now AI. You can tell. Like, if you look, I don't know if you guys can get it. You can't really. But, bro, there's like this little, like, gel, like what pyrotechnics use to, like, this dude was probably really lit on fire. So that's kind of wild. Anyway, something's jumping out at me where there's a symbol here and shaking hands and one person being on fire. And then also like you're on fire and you're shaking the dude's hand, but you're literally on fire. So it's almost like it's like a fake handshake or something. I don't know. There's something there. I'll have to go back to it. Also right here, it looks like there's a burn. There's like a burn outside of the picture. They really took time to deliver something thought-provoking. Like I'm supposed to sit and look at this and be in awe and wonder, and I bet you it connects with the music at some capacity. So on the back, wow, this is interesting. So on the back, we have what looks like almost like an invisible man. He's a faceless man, but his hand, like his arms are invisible and his feet are invisible, and he's in the desert. The desert always has this maybe a representation of isolation. He looks like a businessman, but he looks more like a record executive at some capacity. He has his foot on a suitcase. What does it say here? Oh, it's Pink Floyd stickers. I wonder if this has something to do with a record deal or the industry. I can make out that one of the stickers on the suitcase is a Pink Floyd. Actually, there's two. Yeah, Pink Floyd stickers. Almost like a representation of the industry packaging music. I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to the music. There's just something here. I can already tell. And the only reason I'm looking at this and trying to look at it with a deeper a vision of it is because listening to Dark Side of the Moon really changed the way like I even process music. Like it was really special for me. If you've been thinking about leveling up your sound system setup without getting lost in the tech nerd madness, you got to check out Dumb Audio and the Vaudeville stereo system. This system is made for people who love music, not apps, not software updates, not algorithms, just pure sound. You plug it in, you drop the needle, and just like that, it sounds fire. You saw me do that in the reaction today. The turntable comes ready out of the box with a cartridge already installed, built-in preamp, auto stop, legit plug and play. The speakers sound amazing, and it comes with Bluetooth, optical, USB-C, RCA. This gives you the options to connect the sound system to your phone, television, or any other devices you want to stream from. This thing has tone controls and a custom remote. It allows you to dial everything exactly how you like it. Everything you need is already in the box. There's no extra cables, no extra shopping, so there's no extra stress. Just clean, powerful, reliable sound in your room. Right now, the full bundle is 25% off for pre-order, and it ships in January. So if you want that classic hi-fi experience without all the headache, hit the link in the description and tap in with Dumb Audio. Now back to the reaction. There's this little opening. I believe that's sand kind of falling through. The briefcase sometimes would symbolize business. This looks like a businessman, but almost like a shady businessman, almost like, he's wearing gloves, almost like an actor or a mime, and he's faceless, and he's holding their record, and the record is see-through. And it just seems like there's a dynamic there where it's representing the music industry, and it's speaking. At some capacity, it's already to me speaking against the music industry. Like if the music industry was the establishment, this is symbolizing something going against it, an anti-establishment theme, or we're not happy with it at some capacity. Anyways, let's rock and roll. We're opening the vinyl. I know it's taken me a while to get here. Okay, maybe I should have pulled it out that way. Wow. What is that? Man, this is just full of, hold on. I think there's something else in here too. This is insane. There's a postcard. Wish you were here. And then it says, large esta equi. I'm guessing it's saying wish you were here in other languages. Now, the one thing I do know, the significance of I wish you were here, at least the song, because I did a reaction to it, is it's somewhat of a dedication. I think maybe the whole album is to, I believe his name is Syd Barrett, one of, I think one of the founding members of Pink Floyd. I'm not totally sure. Again, I'm just getting into Pink Floyd, you guys. So please tap it in the comments. I learn with you guys. Like everything I'm talking about literally has been like this back and forth from reading the comments and learning with you guys. But anyways, the significance of this song that we're about to check out, or album, is for Syd Barrett from Pink Floyd. Okay, I'm taking forever, but I want to enjoy this, man. When do you unpackage a record for the first time? This, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's floating in the picture. I don't know what it's to represent. There's all these trees lined perfectly. It almost reminds me of an aspen forest. And there's really no borders to the artwork. Like it's not like a square, right? Like, so the art, even though it is like a square shape, it's still like you can see these little ridges. Like it's not like a square, like it's not in the box. And this thing is just floating freely within the wind. There's like a ghostly thing to this, like some type of ghost there to me. I don't know. So, okay, let's get into this. All right, we got the postcard. There's a man doing a handstand in what looks like a lake. I swear this looks like we're on another planet. It looks like you're in Utah or at the salt mines in Colorado. It's really crazy. I didn't even know people put postcards in records. I don't know what that represents, but from a glance, it looks like another place. You know, it looks like something you'd see in Arizona, Utah, or Colorado, but it does almost look like another planet. Someone is halfway submerged in the water. I'm sure there's some type of meaning to that as well. Let's check out these, what we have, some of these, well, I guess we'd call them liner notes, huh? Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond. Remember when you were young, are these the lyrics? Wow, hold on. These are the lyrics to the songs. Okay, so they put the lyrics to the songs on here and the track listings. Side 1, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, part 1 through 5. So it's different sections. Welcome to the Machine. I really want to hear that song. I just love that title. It just sounds crazy. And seeing this, what was it? Hold on. That is so crazy to me. This right here, this is insane. This picture right here, I don't know if y'all can see it okay, but it's like this, these two machines, these robotic hands shaking each other's hands. Welcome to the Machine just stands out to me. Like, I want to hear that. Okay, and then it's saying everyone who's playing. Dick Perry on saxophone, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, Roy Harper vocals on Have a Cigar, backing vocals by Ventetta Fields and Carlina Williams, recorded at Abbey Road Studios. Oh, man, isn't that why do I know Abbey Road from the Beatles? January to July of 1975. Engineered by Brian Humphreys, assisted by Peter James, thanks to Bernie Codler and Phil Taylor. All lyrics by Roger Waters, produced by Pink Floyd. Side 2, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond, Part 6 through 9. Sleeve design and photography by Hypnosis, assisted by Peter Christopherson, Jeff Smith, Howard Bartrop, and Richard Manning. Graphics by George Hardney, NTA, mastered by James Guthrie, Joel Planty. Oh, man, I'm probably biffing this. And Bernie Grundham. Album number, and then Welcome to the Machine, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, Shine on You, Crazy. And I believe those are just the lyrics to it. Okay. Well, you guys, I'm excited. Well, let's see. We're not done here because Pink Floyd has many layers. Okay, is there anything else that I need to know or see? All right. Wouldn't be surprised if some type of telepathic message popped out of here. All right, so we're going to check out Wish You Were Here. We are going to check that out today, and I'm going to tell you why. Because some of you guys are like, dude, some of you guys might be like, do the full album reaction right now. I'm going to do a full album reaction to this and The Wall. Like, I'm totally invested in Pink Floyd. That's where I'm at. But, this is my first time doing even reactions on this system. So I just want to make sure you guys hear everything clearly and everything works out, because there's so many different things wired up, you know. But in here, I hear it magnificently. So hopefully it comes over well through the camera for you guys. But we're going to check this out. Now, this is the fun part, because I didn't grow up playing records like my dad. Even though we had a record player, I was not playing them that much. So you guys get to laugh at your boy being from Gen X and trying to get it on the right. Okay, so we're on side 2, I believe, right? Have a Cigar is first, and then Wish You Were Here is B. So that'd be number 2, right? So that means, okay, let's do this. So I want to kind of line it up. All right, so that would be 1, and so B would be right around here. Ooh, oh, man. This is harder than you guys think, man. You guys were talented back in the 70s. All right, here we go. Hopefully I landed it. It might end at the last track. Let's go. Anyways, oh, you guys, I'm getting lost in the sauce. Welcome to Liner Notes, where we listen to songs on vinyl right here on YouTube. I am checking out Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd's album, Wish You Were Here, and I'm going to check it out right now on vinyl. Here we go. See if I did this right. All right. I think this is the end of Have a Cigar. And now we should be going into Wish You Were Here. There's something about this. I just love it. I love the colors. But there's something a little haunting too. I don't know, something ghostly going on there. All right, here we go. Wish You Were Here, I believe. It starts off kind of quiet, almost like it's trying to get your attention, making you dial in even more.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange the walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage?
It's so cool because I can just read the lyrics right here on the insert.
wish you were here.
I have a lot to say. Damn, I don't want to stop this. Bruh, what are we doing? All right, you guys. We just checked out Wish You Were Here. Man, there's so many things going through my head with that track and the way it was delivered. And even though I've heard this track before, it still speaks to me in new ways. Multiple things. I believe, and I could be tripping. Let me look. Where are we? This. Am I tripping? Does this connect with I Wish You Were Here? The song specifically from this record. Within the lyrics, there were multiple things. So it says, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange a walk on a part in the war for a lead role in the cage? This is not just, regular lyrics. These are very profound, poetic lyrics. Also, did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? That is so powerful. Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze. And I don't know, I know what's being said there is a little different than this, but there's something about this this picture that I immediately felt could go within these lyrics. When I hear I Wish You Were Here, personally, I miss a lot of my friends that have passed away, just through life in general. I miss my mother. So relatability, I think, is just through the roof because everyone misses someone. And I think there's an emotional charge when I hear this track. The one thing I want to say, and I'm just going to be blunt, and this is just the truth. You guys were wrong. Yeah. Everyone who got in my comments and said you need to listen to music with headphones, you are absolutely wrong. In my opinion, you should never in your life listen to Pink Floyd with headphones. Pink Floyd is one of the groups that specifically was made to listen in a high quality sound system, not headphones. I'm listening to it and not just because I'm doing this setup. I have other monitors on that side as well. So this is built like like my recording studio where we engineer, mix, and master records. There's nowhere on this planet Earth someone could tell me that I'm supposed to listen to a Pink Floyd album on headphones. I will not believe it. Pink Floyd's music, there's so many little elements you hear. Like, in my opinion, it's made to be, you have to hear it on a nice sound system. That's just my opinion. So yeah, because there's so many little elements, even the way it came in, I was like, oh, like, is this low? And then I heard the the guitar play, and I was like, oh, they're drawing me in by. It's like luring you in, like jab, jab, and then I'm gonna hit them with something else. They were luring me in. They were baiting me into the song. And then as the song started rocking, you know, there's these little elements, sounds and instruments, and even at the end, and maybe the end was the beginning of the next song, the wind, just the silence of the wind, almost like they have left. You know, I'm alone. I miss you. There's just something about hearing the wind, you know, that there's just something about it where you just know you're alone, because that's the only thing you can hear. So it represents like this isolation and it even reflection. Like isolation doesn't always have to be bad. It could be a time of meditation and reflection, but it can also be a time of pain, hurt, loneliness. So anyways, I mean, we're just reacting to one song. I'm a bit long-winded, but I think Pink Floyd deserves that respect. And as I uncover more and listen to more, again, I'm going to listen to this full album in its entirety, front to back. Just like I did Dark Side of the Moon. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to talk about how it makes me feel. I'm going to really dive in. And the reason I did this one today is because I wanted to experience it on vinyl with you guys, this song that I have listened to before, and see if it felt different. The difference is I feel like it's real. With the vinyl here spinning in front of me, so there's this part of music that I believe is forgotten, in the sense of when waves, you can't see a wave, you only hear it. But watching, knowing that this is pulling up everything through these little grooves, and I can actually see the process, it just makes it feel more special to me. Maybe I'm out of my mind, but it just does, because sometimes I can connect to something physical more than an idea. That's just how I am sometimes. But it does. It feels good. It feels special. And I kind of, you know, if I'm being real, maybe I don't get jealous, but I get a lot of comments where like, you missed these concerts, you missed this, that, and the other. And I think this is a way I can at least kind of touch the pulse of the feeling you guys might have had in the 70s when you put a record on, looked at the art, and just got to listen to it for the first time. So we're going to come back to Pink Floyd. I have 2 full albums to do. I do not know how I'm going to approach it. I actually get nervous and feel a little overwhelmed when I approach Pink Floyd now, and I don't know why. It doesn't even make sense. Music, I don't know, but I do. But Wish You Were Here is one of the albums I want to check out in its entirety, and same with The Wall. So you guys let me know how you want to see that. Should I just do it in like natural habitat, listening to it on YouTube? Do you want me to listen to it on vinyl? Hopefully this sounded good for you guys. I know I'm hearing everything great in here. Shout out to Dumb Audio for getting us this awesome equipment to play this for you guys. And if you want to check them out, link in the description. But most importantly, check out the original content creator. This is the way you were supposed to digest music, right? In its entirety, not through a reaction video. What I'm doing is not a substitute. So purchase the record, stream the music, do whatever you can to support the original artwork. And that's it. It's your boy, Black Pegasus. I'm out of here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.